Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with,
Michael Anthony.
and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. We are headed over to Maryland to that butt ugly kitchen. We're actually going to start ripping some of that stuff out and trying to find out how bad the area is in there. We've got a rotted floor that's underneath the cabinets, the reason why we're actually rebuilding the cabinets. We got doors coming off of the cabinets. It's just bad. Any which way you look at it, it's bad. But you've seen us working on the cabinets in the shop and stuff, so you'll be able to watch this whole thing transform. But that's not why I'm here. I'm actually here trying to pass some of the time because traffic is going to suck getting there. But Jerry Jones was talking about Randy Gregory, and says that he's not counting out Randy Gregory for this season and quite possibly could start the season. Anything's possible, and what I'm wondering, here's the caveat that I'll throw at you. We haven't heard from the NFL exactly why they put him on the indefinitely suspended list.
Because he failed the drug test.
What, did they say that?
That's what it was.
They said a violation of the policy. Because understand, the policy is a lot of things more than just the drug test. It's also being there taking the drug test. It's also doing the guidelines of what they say to do. If that means going to AAA meetings, if that means that you've got to have meetings with the NFL or meetings with a counselor, it encompasses a whole lot of things. So we don't, in fact, know if it was a failed drug test. Now, maybe I'm wrong and I didn't get that part of it. But
I read
maybe
he failed a drug test.
You heard that he definitely failed a drug test.
That's what I read.
You read, but did you read it from the NFL statement? Did the NFL stated that he failed a drug test?
I saw 3 or 4 reports that said he failed a drug test.
Okay, and if that's the case, then maybe I'm wrong. But the Cowboys
now they didn't say what. They didn't say what if it was. They didn't say exactly what he failed, but the substance. They didn't release the substance, but it said failed a drug test.
Well, here. Okay, and like I said, that may be the case. I don't know.
I don't know if he didn't show up or not. That's the part they didn't say.
That's what I'm saying.
But that still counts.
There's a difference that
because
he's tested weekly.
But if you don't show up for a drug test, that counts as a failed drug test.
Right. But what I'm saying is he is tested weekly. For all we know, he may have missed a drug test 1 week, was retested the next week, and was clean between the two. The weed's not leaving your body in 2 weeks. And it could be that because the NFL gives us no breaks. If there is a benefit of the doubt, we don't get it. So it could be something like that where they say, you know what, we told you had to be tested on this day. You didn't show up that day. Even though you were clean the next go-round, you still violated. So since you have a violation and you're a Dallas Cowboy, well, we're going to go ahead and suspend you indefinitely. Because, see, we had David Irving who talked about, hey, I accept the consequences because I smoked weed. I mean, he incriminated himself.
At least he was honest.
Well, he was honest, but we haven't heard anything from Randy Gregory that said that I did this. We haven't heard the NFL say that he failed a drug test on such and such date. We don't know what the parameters may be, and maybe that's what it is that Jerry Jones does, and the Dallas Cowboys know what it was and see some light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, Jerry Jones does talk some stuff, just pull stuff out the air sometimes and just starts talking. But the way the team has supported him, because this is where I look at it differently. You look at David Irving, basically they threw him under the bus and said, you know what, David, we're not going to discuss him. The Cowboys, on the other hand, with Randy Gregory, if you knew that he was going to be suspended because he couldn't stay clean, then how come you're just not throwing him under the bus too? Why are you still talking about him coming? So that's where you kind of wonder, is there more under the surface in what we know or what are being told or by the NFL and the Cowboys? And I think that there is more to that maybe there's an appeal process that may happen where they go by and swear or beg at the feet, please sir, please let me play. Is it possible? You don't think it's possible?
I would.
I know I'm a homer. I know I'm going to be shaded because it's the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the fourth
but
time.
but you know what? But there's been other players that smoked weed. And I guarantee you, there's a lot more that are smoking weed that haven't been caught. Because once you get into the program, you get tested on a regular basis. Everybody else knows when they're going to be tested. And if you think that Randy Gregory is the only guy out there in the NFL smoking weed, I'm sorry. You are just stupid out there.
He got caught.
He's the one that got caught because he did it at the combine. That was his stupidness. And once you got into the program, you're going to be tested. But believe me, there's a lot of guys.
What happened with the honey badge? He got himself back in order after he got busted at the Columbine, so there's no excuse.
Did he get busted for something?
Yeah, he did. And he was put in the program and he got himself together.
Okay, well.
So there's no excuse if he failed because of smoking weed.
But now you're a young person now. Okay.
I never smoked weed a day in my life.
I know, but it's more and more acceptable these days. I mean, you can buy weed cookies now.
Yeah. Where is it? Decent?
Right, everywhere. It's becoming legal. I look at it this way, and like I said, I'm not a weed smoker. I'm not. But
it just depends on what it is.
But it's becoming acceptable. It's becoming legalized everywhere.
Yeah, but it's still a class 1 drug. That's the part that I don't understand. That's another topic.
But see, no. But I dare say that more people get killed by people drunk driving
I know.
than by people smoking weed.
I'm just saying that. But that's a topic for another day because we can go on for hours on that.
I dare say there's more barroom fights from people who are drunk off their ass than smoking weed. Am I wrong? And I dare say that weed is no worse than the opioids, pain pills that those guys are having to take.
Access better for you.
And we're not talking about, because here's the thing, we're condemning the guy, that he's a mass murderer, that he's a wife abuser or something. You never hear him out on the field, throwing the teammates under the bus like AB just did, you know what I mean? Destroying a team. You don't hear about him beating anybody or driving drunk behind the wheel, right? So, I mean, you look at some of the guys that are playing that basically got a slap on the wrist. This guy's been suspended probably more than anybody else for just getting high on some weed. Am I wrong? I mean, I know it's the rules, you got to follow the rules. But maybe part of the problem is the damn rule. Isn't it legal for NBA players? No? I don't think they bust any for it.
I don't watch enough NBA to know it's not legal there. They're trying to get it legalized. Mark Cuban is trying to get it legalized.
Mark Cuban is? Yeah, he probably figures I can make some money off that.
He don't care. He won his championship. That's why he's not doing so good.
Well,
he already won his ring. That's all he wants.
Now, this is one of my pet peeves here, people. Okay, toll roads are the in thing now, pay to play. Here in the Washington, D.C. area, we have what are known as hot lanes. And they make me hot as can be because they were built by taxpayers' money, okay? And what they are is they're HOV, high occupancy lanes, and or you can pay to ride them, which is cool. You go down to Texas, I got no problem paying, 25, 50 cents, $1 to ride the express lanes. But here, they are actually escalating lanes. Now, when they first opened it up, it was $2, $3 and things like that. Okay, that's not bad. But now, they've gotten to be ridiculous. I'm looking at it right now. To take this 8-mile stretch, it's $14.70 for one way. And I have seen that as high as $28. And that's not the whole thing. That hypothetically, if you were riding from, say, Stafford to the American Legion Bridge, you have to pay that toll like 4 or 5 times. You could literally spend $75 one way on the toll road. Something wrong with that, ain't it? $150. You could take the Amtrak to New York for $150. And here's the crazy part about it. Once you take this 8-mile stretch right here, which you can move pretty good, you're all merging back together and you're back into traffic. I used to have to drive this way going when I worked for this other company, and found out basically that $14.70 saves you 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's a whole lot of money to save 5 minutes. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. What you got coming up on your channel? You live streaming the games this weekend?
On
Your team got to win?
On Sunday.
You're not doing Saturday? Why don't you do Saturday?
I got plans.
Oh.
With Mom.
Oh, he got plans. He got plans. You're working out again too, right? Okay. All right. He got plans on Saturday. But anyway, his team, your team's on Sunday, right? All right. Are they going to make a comeback? Maybe make the playoffs?
I doubt it.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, the clock is ticking on free agency. Monday, legal tampering begins. So hold on to your hats. Expect to hear some more big names being cut by teams as teams jockey to get some cash so that way they can be a player play in free agency. I'll see you guys on the job site.